Jeff and Lex.
Said we back at it again. Hey, Monday night. Said we back at it again. Hey, tell your friends
that we back at it again.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hello, you guys. Welcome back to another episode of Love and Hip Hop Reviews with your girl Lex D. MUA. This is my boy
Jeffrey Taylor from JeffreyShowLive.
And we're back this episode, Love and Hip Hop, New York, Season 10, Episode 12. Title is...
Straight out of Brooklyn.
Okay.
Straight out of Brooklyn.
I don't think that's how the... I thought it was straight out of Compton, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
But they twist on it.
Okay, well...
Because Safaree.
We'll talk about that. So anyhow, let's open the episode up, okay? With... Who was the first person? I forgot already.
Remy Ma is free.
Oh, yeah. Like, things we already knew.
Yeah.
So, pretty much, she walks up the courtroom. They're celebrating. She hugging and kissing. She's like, finally, the court's my way. You know, witnesses. Like we said before, the witnesses, the stuff wasn't adding up. And they had no evidence on her. So, you know, case dismissed. So, she yelling out the window and, bye, mother effers. And driving off and all is well.
That's basically what was it. Later on, she linked up with Joe Budden because they was on the State of the Culture.
Yeah, State of the Culture. That's the name of their show on Revolt Television. You got Revolt Television?
I don't personally. Well, I think I do. I just never watch it.
Do you have this? I'm so confused about the whole Revolt Television because I know there's other things on it too. Because like the Breakfast Club is a part of Revolt. Like I hear them shouting them out. So is it? Y'all let me know. Is it something that you subscribe to? Is it like a Hulu type of thing? Because, like, how do I, if I want to see State of the Culture, how do I see it? Is it on YouTube? Is it just like a YouTube channel? Like, how does it work? Somebody let me know. I don't...
In my opinion, I think it's an actual channel. Like how Fuse and E and everything, I think it's an actual channel.
Oh, like it comes on the television. Like it's on cable.
Mm-hmm.
Well, y'all know I'm...
Yeah, like Diddy created his own channel. That was like the big buzz of it.
Okay, see, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what
y'all know I ain't got cable.
Yeah, that's the
Your
buzz
girl
of
is streaming services all day. So, and if I can't get it on my streaming service, baby, I look it up on YouTube. So... Okay, I don't know. Well, anyway, they on this show that's on Revolt Television, and afterwards, you know, he was saying, like, okay, girl, I see you got the freedom glow up, you know what I'm saying? You looking good, you free, I worry about these problems, because, you know, if there was a problem that was going to affect the show, you know, even though they got that other lady on there now, I don't know who she is, but on the blogs, they was kind of saying that her and Remy don't be seeing eye to eye sometimes.
I have to tune in.
What I heard. I mean,
we might have to pull out the.
I can't deal with you. But he was just saying he was happy that she was out of jail, and not out of jail. That she was happy that she didn't have to go back to jail. There was no more issues. And she was like, yes, you know, I'm happy, whatever. But you know what's going on with you? You know what I'm saying? You know, I seen you post up the picture. You know. He was like, yeah, I did post it up. You know, I hit send. You know what I mean? I just wanted to show everybody that we were, that I was celebrating. How did he phrase it? Was it a collaboration? Is what Joe said. Getting along and everything. So. Yeah.
And then what happened from that? She was kind of like excited she was here for it, and then he shut it down.
Yeah.
I'm like.
It seems weird because it's like Joe wants to teeter-tot.
Right.
Like, you posted it like y'all kind of was together.
Right.
And then she happy. She's trying to see, you know, thinking, because Remy thinking like, oh, okay, that means y'all get back together. Because he's like, you know, we working on communication and I'm really proud of Sin. She doing her thing, blase, blase, blase. So Remy thinking everything all to the good, and that's when he was like, nah, it's not all that. We not back together yet officially, and blase, blase, blase. So it's something going on, but clearly they don't want us to know, which I don't understand about these people. Like, this is the part of the job, so you're the gig, but whatever. So we don't really know what's going on with Joe and Sin, but Joe, on Joe's end, he is not seeing this, you know, them getting along right now as like a gateway for a relationship again.
I know what piggybacking a little bit off of Remy Ma that we talked about earlier. She said now she can focus on her music.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
That was kind of a big thing with her now being.
Oh yeah, she feel like
because she says her fans is getting tired of waiting at her record label.
Baby, we all tired of waiting. Again, like I said before, Remy should have been released this music years ago. Like when she came out she should have been like JT. Okay, she should have been ready to drop music as soon as she came out. Okay, and if not as soon as she came out, at least during that first season of Love and Hip Hop, like while the show was running, she should have dropped an album.
Definitely.
For sure. But hey, who am I? She could drop an album.
You could be a manager like Tip. Album.
We're not even talking about that right now.
That's my show.
Okay, but we on New York right now, okay? But you know, who am I? She could release it and it be the next hit. So let in my opinion not be persuaded. But yeah, everything's looking good on Remy and Papoose side of life.
Always. I guess we could talk about what's Joe Budden baby mother's name again?
Sin. Okay. You know the girl name. I just said it. You're so shady.
It slipped my mind, but you know, this is the only time we really saw her during the episode.
Oh yeah.
Yandy. The only time we saw Yandy and Jonathan actually.
Thank God. You know, because they just be a lot. Like that whole little trio group. It just be.
I'm actually not a fan of Kimbella. I think that she do too much.
I'm talking about all of them as collective, like their whole storyline.
Oh, okay,
it's
yeah, I
agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Kimbella, Yandy, Sin, Jonathan, all of it. It's just too much. So they meet up for coffee in the middle of the streets because that's free. So
it's feeling good outside.
I don't know what feeling good. They still was out here with thick behind jackets on, so I'm confused. Like, what's the weather?
Gotta love New York.
But hey, you know. To them, a nice day might be 50-something, so I don't know. I don't know, but they sit down drinking coffee, and you know, Jonathan and Yandy is letting her know what happened at the tea party, and how Yandy decided to leave because her affirmation said, you know, I forgive anybody that's hurt me. She's like, no, I'm not in the mood to forgive right now. Like, that's not the mode I'm in. That's not what I'm trying to do right now. She was like, in all my years, nobody has ever thrown no drink at me before. I feel really disrespected by Kimbella. So I'm not going to do this with her right now, and I just don't appreciate it, is what Yandy said. So apparently, she feel disrespected. That's all I'm supposed to glean from that scene. I don't understand. I'm so sick of this Yandy and Kimbella storyline. Of course, Jonathan is being there, like always, nosy as ever, not bringing nothing to the scene. He could at least give us an update about his nephew or something. He ain't saying, like, really. Again, he just always there, yap, and so, but then Sin lets them know that she met up with Tahiri and Erica and how that didn't go nowhere. And she was like, then she tried to, I don't know what her deal is. She's talking about she's the ex. Like, what does that mean? Or whatever. And then in the confessional scene is like, well, it don't matter what Tahiri thinks she is or who she is to Joe. Y'all relationship was so old. It's been 20 years ago. And I'm like, okay, if it's been that long ago, then why do you still seem so pressed by her? Is my thing.
They both need to let it go.
They really do. Both of them still, like I said, they both still in love with Joe. Joe really seems like he don't care about either one of them. To be honest, it really seems pointless. Yeah. If the man ain't really sticking up for either one of y'all, what's the point? You better swoop in. Who? Hey, girl, no, I ain't ready for that life. I can't do people with
Alexis on the opening issue.
No, ma'am. I don't want none of that problem. That man got 2 kids. I do think Joe is very attractive. But the man got 2 kids, and I can't deal with people with kids. That is a deal breaker for me, baby. I don't know about y'all, but people with kids, I can't do it. But anyway, so she lets them know that that's where she stands with Tahiri, and she don't really feel like Tahiri don't really got nothing on her, I guess. And so, you know, her and Joe gonna do her and Joe at the end of the day. It's basically where Sin stands.
We saw later Jim Jones is really messy in my opinion, having Chrissy do the interior designs And it confused me a little bit because I was thinking that she's gonna put the furniture in and.
Yeah, like, I don't know about y'all, like, when I hear interior design, and when I took interior design, like, back in high school, as it was an elective course, chill. It's been about 10 years ago, so it's been a minute. All right, so, but when I took interior design, it was all about, like, the furniture, the walls, what you put in the walls, the different types of, like, faucets and things of that nature. I'm confused. Like, I thought interior design meant like you decorate the house.
I think that some of those things that you named, I think that she did some of that, and she also kind of just said that she wanted to save some for Mama Jones.
So, because when they first saw us,
it looked like the house wasn't done.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
that's
you
what
walk
got
into
me.
the house, the floor wasn't done. They still putting kitchen cabinets in. It's still stuff in boxes in the background. I'm like, what is she decorating? Is she decorating the house? Because I'm like, is that interior decorating, or is she building the house? Like, I'm confused. Like, I'm like, I feel like there's a difference between being like, okay, you need like some bamboo trees here and put a picture there, and your walls need to be this color, versus like, I'm picking the floor, the fireplace. Like, she was talking about the fireplace, and she got a thing that you can click it, and then she was showing him upstairs, and apparently she picked out the shower. I guess that is a part of it. I don't know. Yeah, that's the one thing I don't understand about Chrissy and Jim's relationship, amongst other things. It's like, how can you say, like, you love this person and you really want to, like, especially Jim, you say you want to marry and be with this woman forever, but they don't get along with your mother? Oh, that don't make sense to me. Because, like, it's to that point where y'all can't even talk, or it's an issue that she would even pick something out for your house? Like, how does that work?
And I think that now it's kind of like, in the beginning, I was so confused about Chrissy don't want it anymore, but maybe these are the factors.
Maybe.
I know I wouldn't want to be in a family that, you know.
Right, especially when your mom doesn't like me on that level. Like, it's a difference if she was just being a petty mother-in-law and, you know, she's just like, oh, you know how sometimes people just don't like people, they don't have no really good reason not to like the person, just besides, you know how these mamas be about their baby boys. They be like, ain't nobody getting up for my son, and can't nobody do this for my son like I do for him, and da-da-da-da-da-da. And, my son's first love is always gonna be his mother, and all this type of stuff. So like, weird. That is weird. That whole dynamic will be weird anyway. But you know, there is some mothers out there that they feel like no woman is ever gonna be good enough for their son. So I can see if it was like that, and that's the reason why y'all didn't get along, but you were still trying. But if it's to the point y'all can't even be in a room and talk and communicate, like, that is seriously messed up. Like, I don't know. I couldn't do that. Like, what about you?
My last mother didn't like me.
Yeah. Lord, well, I mean, y'all not together, so the proof of the pudding is in the eating, okay? So
it was like she constantly like wanted to break us up too, so.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so. How can we be together? Because I feel like, especially. I friend her on Facebook. Her?
The mother.
Oh.
Look at you.
Oh, I was like, right. Dude, you still friends with the moms? Oh no, snip. Everybody gotta go.
She unfriended me.
When we break up, you gotta let go of my family, everything. Ain't no more talking between nobody.
Yeah, I need to block her.
What is it? But I just can't do it. Like, I just can't be knuckling. I mean, I'm an angel, so parents love me. I've never had an issue. I'm about to say, anytime I date somebody, don't let me meet your family, because they're going to be asking about me forever, okay? Because most of the time, yeah, I've never had a mom not like me. I always get along with the parents. They love me. I'm amazing. So, but if I ever did have that situation, like, I really would be actively trying to fix our relationship. Like, I wouldn't just let it be where it be. But, you know, let us know in the comments below how y'all feel about that. You know, would you be cool then with dating somebody whose mom, like, despise you? Like, could you stay in that relationship? I know I couldn't. So that's one thing that's weird. And then it's like, two, you know your mama don't like your girl like that, and you supposed to have all this money and, like, got her this house. Why can't you just hire an interior decorator.
He was being messy the way he presented it.
Right, and at least you could have been upfront about it from the jump. Be like, "Hey, mom, I know you really didn't like it." Cause what I would have done was I would have told her it was that she already did it before it was even done. Like I would have been like, "Oh, mom, like I thought this whatever. I thought it'd be smarter, easier, save more money if Chrissy just do the house for us, blase blase blase, whatever."
And that's what Mama Jones was basically saying. She was blindsided.
Yeah. And she did not appreciate that because she saw the house. So when the house is finished, basically, I guess I would like that too. They show her the house, but basically they're going to let her furnish the house.
Right.
So she comes to see the house, and Mama Jones and the sister, they come into the house, they looking at everything, and they look all cute and pretty and stuff. And she's like, "Oh, I love this door. I love this shower." She's seemed happy about everything. As soon as Jim told her that Chrissy did this house, oh, see, I knew something was off because I wanted a red door and I didn't get my red door. And it was like, "Mom, you didn't need no red door. That was gonna look ghetto. Like that wasn't even gonna look cute." Jim saying that the red door wasn't gonna look good. The sister saying like, "Mama, I kind of agree. Like you didn't need that red door." She was like, "No. I don't even like this house. It's ugly." It was like, but just 2 minutes ago you were saying that you loved the house and you thought it was pretty.
But it just displayed the disdain that they have for their relationship, which is a lot.
Right, and then Jim starts yelling back at her, and he's like, "Well, this is my house. I bought the house." And I don't like people like that. Don't give me no gift and take ownership over. I thought you said this was mine. You gave this to me, and all of a sudden, it's yours? Don't do that. I'd rather you just not give me nothing at all, if that's how you gonna be about it. Because I did not like that, how he talked to his mom like that. I can't be dealing with nobody that talk to their mama disrespectfully. Like, no matter if your mom was wrong, but you should never talk to your mama in no disrespectful manner, period. Like, no matter what she said or do, I ain't saying it's that she's right to talk to you that way either, but I just feel like you should never disrespect your mother. That's just me. But how he was talking to her, was like, "This is my house, and I paid the money for it. So what I say, go in the house, go in the house, and this is how it's gonna be." And then she started popping up, and the sister's like, "Hold on, y'all, calm down." Mama just, "I don't even want the house. I don't even want this house no more. No, she finna take this house because I know she's tired of living in these hotels." And then she got like she gonna walk out. She walked out, and then she was like, "Oh, I don't care what you say. This still my house. So you get out, Jimmy. You get out." And so he put his jacket on. He walked out the door, and she's like, "I love my son, but he crazy. He disrespectful. Like, And that's how we end the scene. So she's still gonna live in this house because somebody built me a house from the ground up. I don't care, red door, whatever. I'm still taking that house. Period. Okay, look, mess around with me. I have my stuff on HGTV playing with me. Have Chip and what that little couple, Chip and Laura, having them up in there putting my stuff together. Okay, it be looking real cute. But when she walked in, it did remind me of Extreme.
Exactly.
And what that shit was called, Extreme Home Makeover.
I can see it.
How she was walking in, she was like, "Oh my God, it's so beautiful in here." Like, it was so, I was like, that was cute. And then the itch hit the fan. But it is what it is. Mama Jones and Jim, they always gonna be family. They always gonna do their thing. So it is what it is.
We had Jen and PHresher that finally got back together.
Girl, I'm so sick of them too.
I just said they got back together.
I don't care if they get together, break up. I don't care. Whew.
Yeah, and it kind of came together when he said he had the house. He put down a down payment for the
house. And that's what I'm saying. And I'm just like, I don't really trust women like this. So you just gonna let this man dog you out for material things? Because you seemed like you wasn't budging until he bought you this house. So I found it really funny because they meet up at this little arcade place. Looked like a Bolorama or something like that.
Right.
But no kids was there, so we're confused about the meetup point. But anyway, he's like, he's tired of being at the house. He wants to show her that he really is all about the kids and the family. And so he shows up and he's talking to her. And he's like, he asking where the kids are. She's like, my mom's got them. She's going to drop them off here later. So maybe that was gonna be it. But anyway, he was like, I'm gonna fix stuff with Jada, and I put a down payment on the house that you wanted. And as soon as she said that, her whole face just lit up.
Right.
And she started smiling, and he was like, I really want to show you that I'm really all about us and everything. And I'm like, sir, you didn't be putting down no down payment on no house when you owe this girl money.
Yeah, that confused me because
why
he
would you do
still
that?
didn't give her money in the next
scene. But I'm just talking about this scene. I'm the type of woman. I would rather we live in the thing that we live in now and not owe nobody. I don't want to be living in a nice house and whatever, knowing I still owe somebody some money. Or my man still owe somebody some money, or whatever the case may be.
But she kind of don't feel like he owe it. She felt like she a gold digger.
Who?
Jen, she said that. She feels like
she feel like,
she feel like it's money not owed.
Okay, well, I don't see how she got that from what sis said, and sis had paperwork, and your man also said he's admitting that he owes this person money. It's not like he's lying about it and saying, no, he does not. This man said he owes her. Like, so I don't know why she's taking that approach, but hey, I guess if you want to be in denial, you'll make up whatever reasons you can. But she's like, well, he was like, she was like asking him, well, did you figure out what's going on with Jada? Like, do you still owe her this money? Like, what's going on with that? And he was like, I tried to talk to her. We tried to like negotiate something. We did negotiate a price, and she was like, well, you negotiated a price with her without me. Like, if you're not gonna be negotiating anything without us, like, we need to be making these decisions together. We need to be doing this stuff together, and that's the problem. You keep wanting to do stuff on your own, and it needs to be a we thing and not a you thing. And so, and the next time you meet up with Jada, you need to decide. Well, it was weird because she kind of told him like he needed to decide if she would want to be there, which was I thought was weird because I'm like, well, if you want to be there, sis, you need to tell him that you want to be there, have to be there. But she all like, well, if you want to meet up with her, like, both of us gonna meet up with her, because he was like, well, we already settled on price, and that, what was it, the $40,000?
Right.
And so Jen already wasn't happy about that. She was like, well, the next time you meet up with her, you're gonna need to meet up. She's gonna meet with both of us. And first she's like, I don't really know how I feel about that. I'm gonna decide on and see. And like straight nigga fashion, of course, he meets up with Jada by himself. So who we on now?
Oh yeah, the main event. Safaree and Erica is out in Brooklyn. We seeing old pictures of Safaree in wake of his billboard showing of his new album. That's real.
Yeah, it's out, y'all.
It's legit.
It's out on the platforms. You can look it up on Apple Music.
Everywhere to support
my man Safaree. He gotta afford this baby child. But yeah, they on their way. I was really confused. I thought this was the album release party.
Yeah.
But apparently that happened later on the episode.
Yeah, this is the
But apparently he just had a billboard. I didn't know that you had a party for that. They be having parties for everything on Love and Hip Hop. But he had a get together party for the revealing of his billboard that's just in Brooklyn, where he's from.
Yeah, his blog.
And so, yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure. I guess that is a big thing. I wouldn't really know because I don't really know too much about that culture. Like living in a hood or in a what's that called? Like a block where you own it. Nothing like that. But I do understand, like, if you done made it and you get to come back and you kind of get to like show off in front of the people, from back in the day. I guess it's good to see where you've made it to. So him and Erica pulling up and they're talking in the car, and she's like, yeah, like, now that your album is done, you finna release the album, it's time for us to get on full baby mode, you know. At this point, Erica's like 9 months. She was like, this baby's getting close, and like the closer women get to having the baby, they start nesting, and basically that just means like they want to get everything to the excruciating detail prepared for the baby. Like, and she says that their home, her and Safaree, are living in Atlanta, even though all their family is in New York. I don't really get that. Like, if you were having a new baby, why wouldn't you just have it in New York where your family is? But maybe that's where her son is at. Maybe that's where he's stationed. Maybe that's where he's comfortable at.
In New York?
No, in Atlanta. Maybe that's where her son is at. Like, maybe he's...
I heard it was more affordable for them. And Safaree just got a house, like, within a year.
True. I mean, the houses down here probably are cheaper than it is in Atlanta. I mean, in New York, I would probably...
But I did get the part where you need help and family. You would want that around. But
right.
I think that's just...
But but that's what I'm saying. But maybe her son is like already stationed. He's used to the school or whatever, so it's just easier. But she's like, we got to get back down to Atlanta, and we still got to get stuff ready. We still got to get the crib up. We still got to get this together, this together. Like, we need to be on baby mode. And Safaree's kind of like, okay, well, I worked so hard to get this album out. I really need to be pushing it. Like, I really need to be pushing, you know, the press and the promo for it. So he was like, you know, I got some stuff lined up that's going to be around that time close to delivery, but I still should be there. He's kind of apprehensive, but he's like, you know what? I don't want to talk about no baby stuff right now because tonight is all about me. And so he shut the whole conversation down. And they pull up, they see the billboard, and this man is climbing to the top like he Penny Proud on the episode of the Proud Family when she was protesting. When she was protesting for that show, what was it called? Aisha. She was protesting. That's what Safaree looked like when he got up on there on that billboard, child. And he was just like, straight. And like the whole hood is celebrating him and they big up in the man's, which is good.
I would love to see it.
That's true. We do love to see it. You know, like I said, it's good to see your accomplishment from where you came from, where you grew from, to where you are now. So it is good to see, you know, you accomplish stuff. I probably want to commemorate it with a billboard, but hey, different strokes for different folks.
So we get to see later on how pregnant Erica is. Mm-hmm. She links up with Tahiri.
She was out there, baby.
To see kind of where she started when she first announced it versus how she is.
Yeah, because she got announced early, so that's why it seemed like she was pregnant for so long.
True.
Right. It seemed like she was pregnant with that baby forever.
True.
But, you know, we all know that the baby is here now. So, congrats. But yeah, she's sitting down with Tahiri and she's kind of telling her everything. And she's like, yeah, girl. She was like, you know, Safaree's going to have this performance, this album release at this place called Sobs.
Yeah, it was Sobs.
Yeah, Sobs. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not familiar.
I don't know New York like that. So, you know, yeah, y'all let us know that's a popping place. And that, you know, she's going to be there for that and everything. And while she's talking, like, she kind of go like, ooh, she's like feeling like a pain. And she's like, yeah, you know, the baby is hard for me to sleep at night. And it's hard for me to breathe. Because, you know, of course, the bigger it's getting, you know, it's compacting, you know, her lungs. Her lung space for her to breathe. And so she's just like, you know, and then Tahiri's like, girl, that's that baby telling you it's time for you to slow down. It's time for you to sit down somewhere. Like, you need to slow down.
Seriously.
And she was like, I know, but right after this album release party, like, that's it for me. Like, I'm gonna be on baby mode. Like, she's telling Tahiri, like, you know, we gotta get our stuff together. We still gotta do everything. And I just really want Safaree to understand that, like, we really have to be ready to move down. And I don't want to have this baby and be doing all this stuff by myself. Because when I had my first son, I was 19 years old. And I was the single mother doing it by myself. And it's really hard having to do it by yourself. And now that I am married and I'm having my second child, I really don't want to have to go back through that again. And I really want him there to really help me. And she was like, I really hope that he just understands that. And she's talking to Tahiri about it.
I think that Tahiri's being a good friend by still going with her. Just to make sure everything was going to come smooth.
Yeah, Tahiri said she's going to go to Sobs with her.
Yeah.
To make sure she feels safe and comfortable. So, you know, Tahiri being a good friend. So that was really, really sweet. And yeah, so next we get to the album release party.
The performance.
It looked fun. I ain't gonna lie. The song with PHresher and Papoose is really not that bad. Speaking of the two, they show up to the party. Of course, they're gonna perform the song that they have on his album with him at the album release. And you know, Papoose catching them up like, yo, did you hear my wife? She good. Like, case dismissed. And they like, good. And then Safaree just telling them, like, you know, I'm really trying to put the work in for this album. I put so much work in already. I'm really trying to get it out there. And they catching up and they're like, you know, man, you're going to be good and everything's going to be fine. And they do the performance. Yo, PHresher was doing too much pushing and jumping. Like, he just be a lot for me. Like, I don't think I could really deal with somebody like PHresher. Like, I don't know, he's always really loud. They over there, they rapping on stage. He just, yeah, yeah. And like, I'm like, I bet Safaree and Papoose like, nigga, stop touching me. Like, we hyped already. We already jumping. I don't need you to push us. I see we on stage together. I don't need for you to be doing all that. But like, of course, it start off with just PHresher and Safaree, then Papoose come in like with the jump in with the surprise, and they, hollering and everything, and didn't really see Erica in the crowd, which she shouldn't have been, obviously. But I think she was like off on the cut in the cut or something, and then we see Tahiri, she jumping, she happy, and everybody's rejoicing and having a great time. And so then afterwards, we see Safaree and Erica. They sit down on the couch, and she's like, "Babe, I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy for everything." And so Safaree's like, I kind of invited her Erica because I did want her to support me, but I also have some bad news to tell her. And he starts to tell her that the dates that he had for this, I guess, a press tour, it's going to be moved up further than what he thought. He thought that it was gonna be. I guess he thought it was gonna be after the baby was born, and now it's gonna seem like the dates that he has to go are gonna be before, and it's going to be longer than what he thought. So Erica's like looking upset, like, what you trying to say? Like, you trying to say you're gonna miss the pregnancy and you gonna miss the birth?
That's wild.
And she's looking at him like he crazy, and she's like, "What, Safaree?" And then it cuts for next week's episode. So.
Yeah, he should be with his baby mother, his wife.
Right, like,
no question.
That's your wife. Like, that's your child. Like, you're gonna miss your child for like I understand, like, you have to put money on the table, and I feel like with men, especially when they're gonna have a kid, especially for like the first time, because they're not the ones like carrying. I feel like men feel like, oh, I gotta provide. Like, I feel like that's their thing, right? Like, the man needs to provide. It's on me. I gotta take care of us, and I gotta do X, Y, Z, and da 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 da. Instead of thinking like, yes, I do need you there to provide, but I also need you for your support. Like, you just being around means so much more than what you can provide. And sometimes, like, men don't really get that the time and the attention, and you just being there is more than more than what you actually pay for, what you actually give me, So I guess we're gonna see how Erica handle this information next week, child. And then look like PHresher and Jen finna get engaged, child. So I'm like, Lord, Jen, do not say yes to this man, girl. But you know what? You've been stuck around for this long. Might as well get the ring, girl. Because it's not like you going to leave. Even after this Jada situation, girl, you still going to stay. So you might as well just take the ring anyway, sis, and do your business, You done been through all that.